How sleep deprivation affects parents' mental health, a toolkit for psychological well-being. Hello friends. Today we're going to explore a topic that's incredibly familiar to anyone who has become a parent: sleep, or more precisely, the lack of it, and how it affects our mental health. When a baby arrives, sleep suddenly becomes a luxury. But don't worry, we'll walk through how to cope and protect our mental well-being during this challenging parenting journey. Let's start by going over the main points. When a baby enters the picture, parents' sleep gets seriously disrupted, leading to exhaustion and mental strain. Feeling tired is nearly inevitable. But with good preparation and some practical strategies, parents can find a balance between caring for their child and taking care of themselves. We'll explore two key areas. First, why parents' sleep is so disrupted when they have a baby. And second, what parents can do to minimize the effects of sleep deprivation. Sleep isn't the same after a baby is born. Imagine you've just welcomed your little angel into the world. And along with the joy come those long sleepless nights. Your sleep is no longer complete, and that's completely normal when you become a parent. Newborns don't know the difference between day and night. Every few hours, they need to be fed, held, rocked, or even taken on stroller rides around the block 100 times. These moments can be heartwarming, but they also leave parents utterly exhausted. And it's not just the baby keeping you up. The pressure to fall asleep whenever you get the chance can ironically make it harder to rest. You lie there thinking, I've only got 3 hours, I need to fall asleep right now. But the more you try, the more restless your mind becomes. Then there's the flood of racing thoughts. From big concerns like, what will life look like after maternity leave, to smaller things like, what should we eat for dinner tomorrow? All of this makes sleep feel even more out of reach. For new mothers, the situation can be even more complicated. After giving birth, there's a sudden drop in hormones like estrogen and progesterone, which can throw off the brain's sleep-regulating systems. As a result, moms aren't just sleeping less, the quality of their sleep also takes a hit. Broken sleep in short bursts of 1 or 2 hours isn't enough for the body to reach deep sleep, the stage that restores energy and emotional balance. Without deep sleep, parents become more easily stressed, emotionally low, and may feel like they're trapped in a never-ending cycle of exhaustion. What can parents do to keep sleep loss from dragging them down? Now, let's look at how to survive sleepless nights and keep your mind healthy. When you have a baby, you might feel like your body doesn't belong to you anymore. Fatigue and exhaustion become the norm, especially in those early months. But here's the good news. There are things you can do to reduce the toll of sleep deprivation. First, mentally prepare yourself ahead of time. Knowing your sleep will be disrupted, you can try to schedule rest in a more flexible way. For example, instead of sticking to your old sleep routine, try napping in sync with your baby's naps. Grabbing those mini, piggyback naps whenever you can. They may not be perfect, but they help you bank some much-needed energy. Keeping a sleep journal is another great idea. Track how much you sleep, how you feel, and how sleep loss is affecting your mood. Seeing the bigger picture makes it easier to plan self-care. For instance, you might realize you need to prioritize a longer nap on weekends or ask for help from family. If you live with a partner or have family around, share the load. Feeding usually falls on the mother, but dads can help in other ways, changing diapers, soothing the baby, or putting them back in the crib after feeding. Dividing tasks not only gives moms a break but also helps dads bond with the baby. Also, don't hesitate to lean on your support network. Having a family member watch the baby for a few hours each week can be a sleep saver. If your budget allows, hiring a babysitter or a night nurse, even just once a week, can lift a huge burden off your shoulders. More importantly, be open about your emotions. Talk to your partner, your friends, or join new parent support groups. Sometimes, just voicing how drained and sleep-deprived you feel can lighten your emotional load. People around you, especially those who've been through it, will understand and empathize. If at any point you find that sleep deprivation is making you lose interest in things you used to enjoy, struggle to bond with your baby, or feel like you're not a good parent, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Mental health professionals can help you get through this tough stage in a science-backed and effective way. Finally, remember, this phase won't last forever. Your baby will grow, their night feedings will decrease, and their biological rhythms will begin to resemble yours. The sleepless nights will pass, and you'll eventually reclaim your peaceful sleep. Parenting is never easy, but with preparation and support, you can overcome sleep-related challenges and keep your mental health strong. Take care of yourself, because you truly deserve it.